Welcome, I am John of the Frost and this is my channel. Today we'll be doing a general reading for Gemini. A general reading for Gemini. I used the Norn method, so I will pull a card each for the past, present, and future, and we'll see how that goes. So once again, a general reading for Gemini. All right, let's get started. Gemini. Choose for the present. What do we need to know about the present? The future. Okay. All right, for the past, we have the Five of Wands. So right off the top, we're looking at a card that has issues with conflict. So this card represents competition, conflict, differing opinions. Wands represent fire, and fives are often chaotic, but can bring movement to stagnant situations. Working with others brings both benefits and challenges. And sometimes when you're dealing with groups, you're dealing with different energies. Energies that may have differing opinions. And sometimes point of views that you can't see on your own. When you're with groups, they can challenge your creative thinking. And overall, sometimes with groups, you can see an improvement in yourself through the challenge of thinking and being forced to think different ways. However, groups can provide a challenge when you don't have a good leader. Things can fall apart when egos take over. When the goal of the competition becomes to win rather than to create the best situation. So in the past, what we have is issues with dealing with groups of people, making sure that we came out of there with our own truths understood, that we weren't forced to change our opinion just to suffice the overall feeling of the group. It's good to challenge your own inner thoughts, your own inner beliefs, to challenge your own truths, to grow and to evolve. But it's also important not to change just for the sake of change or to be pressured into following something you don't believe. And it's important that if a group isn't healthy, that you don't partake in that group. And so there was an issue here with the group. Conflict in the past. And for the present, we have the Emperor. So when we're looking at the Emperor, we are looking at stability, authority, leadership. You have to look at the big picture. Typically, you only have a certain amount of resources that you are able to control, that you have at your disposal. In order to make them last, you have to create plans. You have to be a planner. You have to find how to make those resources work in limited amount of things stretched to complete a job. Maybe things have been flowing really well lately, but life is made of cycles, and that means taking account of what you have and assessing future needs. This can apply to finances, material resources, energy, time, all of these things. There's a lot of fire energy with the Emperor. This can also be a representation of authority, patriarchal, the male in your life. And the Emperor isn't, when we're looking at the Emperor, we're looking at a card that's dealing with structure, with stability, with the leadership part of your life. Structure, stability, protection, logic, confidence. And this is about protecting what we need to protect. Make sure the things that we have are going where they need to go. This is dealing with your everyday life, making sure the bills are paid, making sure you're getting to work, that your taxes are taken care of, that all of those things that sometimes we don't enjoy doing, that maybe don't fulfill our creative passions, but have to be done regardless. This could be a complex situation. We look at the complexity of the throne here, the designs. This isn't always a simple answer, but we need to look at that right now in the present. The structure, the stability, the resources, the planning. That's what's important right now for Gemini. And for the future card, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So as we move from stability, structure, resources, all of these things, we are going to move into the Queen of Pentacles. And queens are interested in connections and relationships. They're practical, they're down to earth. The Queen of Pentacles is practical and down to earth. Resourceful and patient. There's resources again. But the Queen of Pentacles are in danger of slipping into materialism. Quiet, practical. This queen is happiest at home. Often working behind the scenes, she is the one who makes sure all the details are attended to and all resources used to their fullest potential. The queen is the one, like the mother, who has what the child needs in her purse, who always seems to have the remedy, the solution to the problem. What you need is going to be taken care of. The worry, the planning of the resources of what is needed is going to come to fruition. The Emperor plans, the Queen of Pentacles provides. And so to kind of go over this reading once more, we have the Five of Wands. We're coming out of conflict, something to do with a group, whether that be coworkers, friends, family, whoever this group was to you. There might have been conflict, a growth that came out of this, or a stagnation that came out of this. Right now, we're currently worried about stability. We're worried about how we're going to make resources work. And the Emperor is good at this. So the planning that's going into place that you're working on now is going to pay off, because we're going to have the Queen of Pentacles, who is going to provide. So hopefully you're able to take something from this reading for yourself. This was a general reading for Gemini. That's all for this time. I will see you all next time. Take care.